Hey there, it's Serena. If you're enjoying the content I create, it would mean the world to me if you gave this video a like and hit that subscribe button. And now sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So you've been working hard today, haven't you? Or maybe not hard enough. No, don't look away like that. I can see everything. I've been watching you, the way you try to keep your focus, pretending not to notice when I walk by. But you and I both know you've made a few, let's say, mistakes today. And now it's just you and me, alone, in this quiet office. Everyone else has gone home. But you're still here. Still here because you need to stay and fix a few things, don't you? Oh, I don't mind staying late for you. I really don't. I enjoy this part. I like seeing how you react when I get close. You look so serious, trying to be professional. But you can't hide those little glances, can you? I see the way your eyes flicker when you think I'm not looking. You're wondering what's going to happen, aren't you? Whether you'll manage to get everything right before it's too late. Or if you'll slip up again. Oh no, wouldn't that be terrible? I've always liked how you follow orders. You do try so hard, don't you? But even the best employees slip up sometimes. Even the most obedient ones. And when they do, it's my job to correct them. You do understand that, don't you? Of course you do. That's why we're here. Alone. You, me. And all this time we have together to go over everything. You did wrong today. But don't worry. I'm not going to be too harsh. Not unless you want me to be. You look so tense. Relax, I'm just going to help you improve. That's my job, after all. I know you like it when I give you instructions. When I tell you exactly what to do. Isn't that right? Maybe you should sit up straighter. Show me you're ready to listen. Yes, like that. See? You can follow directions. That wasn't so hard, was it? Poor thing. You must be so stressed after a long day of trying to keep up. It's okay. I'm here to take control now. All you have to do is listen. Can you do that? Now let's talk about your performance. Today, I noticed you made a few little errors in your work. You didn't think I'd notice? Oh, but I always notice. Every single detail. You can't hide from me. Not when I'm this close, watching your every move. You really should pay more attention, You wouldn't want to disappoint me again, would you? Oh no, look at you. Blushing already. I can see that look on your face, that little hint of embarrassment. Do you feel guilty? You should. You've been so careless today. But it's okay. We can fix that. I'll help you fix that. You want me to help you, don't you? I thought so. Let me guess. You've been distracted all day, haven't you? You couldn't focus because... Well, because you've been thinking about this. Thinking about me. Am I right? Of course I'm right. I know you better than you know yourself. You're always so quiet, always so serious, trying to pretend you're not affected. But I can tell. I see the way your hands tremble just a little when I get too close. You don't hide it very well. And now, here we are. Just you and me with no one else around. Doesn't it feel exciting? Being here, in this empty office, knowing that I can ask you to do anything. Right now. Oh, don't look so worried. I won't ask for too much. Not yet. I'll be gentle. At first. Now, let's start with that little mistake you made earlier. Do you remember? I'm sure you do. It wasn't too big, just a tiny slip-up, but still, it needs to be corrected. And I expect you to do better next time. After all, you don't want me to lose my patience with you, do you? Good. Now, pay attention closely. When I speak, I want you to listen to every word. Feel my voice. Let it sink into your mind. I'm going to guide you through this, step by step, until you understand exactly what I expect from you. And you're going to follow my instructions perfectly, aren't you? I knew you would. You like being told what to do. I can tell. You crave it, don't you? That sense of control. It makes you feel safe. It's okay to admit it. You don't have to pretend with me. I know what you need, even if you don't say it out loud. So, let's get back to it, shall we? I want you to go over your work again. This time you're going to do it right. I'll be watching, so don't even think about making another mistake. You wouldn't want to disappoint me, would you? Good. Now, get started. Show me how well you can follow orders. Let's see if you've learned your lesson. But remember, I'm not just here to correct you. No. I'm also here to make sure you feel rewarded. You do like rewards, don't you? I thought so. So do your best for me. And who knows? Maybe I'll be a little nicer to you. Maybe I'll let you off the hook if you prove that you deserve it. Oh, poor thing. Now you're trying so hard to stay focused, but I can see you're struggling. It's okay. I like it when you struggle. It shows me how much you care. Now, let's fix that last error, shall we? You were so close, but you just missed a tiny detail. Let's see if you can get it right this time. Focus. Concentrate. I'm right here, guiding you. All you have to do is listen to me, and everything will be fine. You're doing so well. I'm impressed. You're finally starting to understand what I want from you. Keep going. You're almost there. But don't get too comfortable. You wouldn't want me to think you're slacking off, would you? I see that little spark in your eyes now. You're trying so hard, aren't you? That's good. I like seeing you try. It's cute. But remember, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much effort you put in, I'm still in control here. Now let's see what else you've been up to today. There's more we need to go over, isn't there? Oh, don't try to hide it. I know you've been distracted. You're thinking about me again, aren't you? It's all right, you can admit it. There's no use pretending. When I'm right here, watching your every move, you look so tense. Maybe we should loosen you up a bit. What do you think? No, don't get too excited. I'm still your right boss, after all. And we still have work to do. But, maybe I can be a little lenient. Just this once. You've been working hard, right? Of course you have. I want you to sit back, take a deep breath, and just listen to my voice. Let everything else melt away. Let go of all those thoughts cluttering your mind. It's just you and me now. And you don't have to worry about anything else. I'll take care of everything. All you need to do is obey. Isn't that what you want? To let me take control? To guide you step by step, so you don't have to think about anything except pleasing me. I know it is. But before we get too comfortable, let's talk about that little mistake you made earlier. Remember? I really expected better from you. You've been here long enough to know what I expect. And yet, here we are, going over the same things again. It's almost like you want me to correct you. Is that it? Do you like it when I point out your mistakes? When I get close and whisper in your ear what you did wrong. I thought so. Well, since you seem to enjoy it so much, I guess we'll just have to keep going until you get it right. You're not in any hurry to leave, are you? After all, we've got all night. Now let's get back to work. I want you to show me how much you've learned. Go ahead. Make the corrections I asked for. I'll be right here, watching. Don't get nervous now. I'm just making sure you do everything perfectly. Oh, I can see you're trying so hard not to mess up. That's good. I like it when you're focused. But remember, even if you make a mistake, I'm not going anywhere. I'll always be right here, ready to correct you. Do you like that idea? Knowing that no matter what you do, I'll be here to guide you? I thought you would. You know, it's funny. I didn't think you'd be this obedient. Not at first, but you've surprised me. You really do want to please me, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. That little spark of excitement when I give you orders. But don't get too comfortable. Just because you're doing well now doesn't mean you're off the hook. Oh no, I still have a lot to teach you. And I expect you to listen. Now, let's go over that report one more time. Yes, the one you submitted earlier. It wasn't quite up to my standards, was it? Pause. Oh, don't look so nervous. I'm not angry. Just disappointed. But don't worry. I'm going to give you another chance. Aren't I generous? You should be grateful. Now, let me see you fix that mistake. Go on. Do it slowly. I want to watch every move you make. I'm paying very close attention. Good. Just like that, you're doing well. But maybe you're going too fast. Slow down. I don't want you to rush through this. We have plenty of time. I like it when you take your time. When you're careful. It shows me how much you want to get it right. How much you want to please me. You're blushing again. Are you embarrassed? Don't be. I think it's cute. Besides, it just shows me how much you care about my opinion. Isn't that right? That's what I thought. Now I want you to look at me. Yes, right into my eyes. Don't look away. I want to see your expression when I talk to you. It's important to me. You see, I like knowing that I can affect you. That my words have such a strong impact on you. It's flattering, really. Almost like you can't help yourself. Oh, don't get flustered. It's okay. I like it when you're a little, vulnerable. It makes things more interesting. But don't worry. I won't take advantage of you. Not unless you want me to. Now, let's talk about something else. You've been avoiding eye contact with me all day. I noticed it earlier. Every time I walk by, you pretend to be focused on your work. But I know better. You've been distracted, haven't you? You don't have to say anything. I already know the answer. You see, I pay attention to everything. Every little detail. So when you think you're being sneaky, glancing at me from the corner of your eye, I notice. Every single time. And honestly, it's cute. You're like a little kid trying to get away with something. But don't worry. I won't hold it against you. Not unless it affects your work, of course. Now, let's get back to that. I want you to show me that you can focus. That you can put all those distractions aside and give me your full attention. Can you do that for me? I thought so. Go ahead. Finish the corrections. I'll be right here watching. Don't get too nervous. I'm not judging. Not too harshly, anyway. You're doing better this time? I'm impressed. Maybe you're finally learning. Maybe you're finally understanding what I expect from you, so You're still not quite there, are you? Oh, so close, but still not perfect. I guess we'll just have to keep working on it until you get it right. Don't you agree? Oh, I know you do. You wouldn't mind staying late, would you? Spending a little more time with me, fixing your mistakes, learning how to be better. I thought so. Now let's take a break for a moment. You've been working hard. I can see the tension in your shoulders, the way you're trying so hard to stay focused. It's okay. You can relax, just for a minute. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you need to. Listen to my voice. Let it calm you down. You've been so good for me tonight. I'm proud of you. But don't get too comfortable. We still have work to do. And I expect you to finish everything before we leave. You wouldn't want me to think you're slacking off, would you? No, I didn't think so. So, let's get back to it. There's still so much for us to go over. And I'm not going anywhere until I'm satisfied with your performance. Don't worry. I'll make sure you don't leave until you've done everything perfectly. You can count on that. Ah, I see you're starting to loosen up now. That's good. But don't think for a second that you're off the hook. You still have so much to prove to me. I need to see that you're really dedicated. That you can push yourself just a little more for me. You've been good so far. But there's always room for improvement. And you know how much I love seeing you improve. Now let's pick up where we left off. I want you to show me those corrections again. This time be more precise. Don't rush it. Every little detail matters, and I'll be watching very closely. Oh, don't get flustered. You're used to having my eyes on you by now, aren't you? You should be. After all, it's my job to make sure you're doing everything just right. And I take my job very seriously. You seem tense again. Are you nervous? You really shouldn't be. After all, I'm here to help you. I'm here to make sure you succeed. But you're going to have to trust me. Trust that I know what's best for you. Now, let's start from the top, shall we? I want you to go over everything you've done so far. Slowly, carefully. I don't want to see a single mistake this time. Understand? Good. Let's see. Yes, just like that. You're starting to get the hang of this. You're focusing now. I can see it in the way your hands move, the way your eyes narrow in concentration. That's exactly what I want. But don't think I'll go easy on you just because you're finally doing things right. Oh no, I'm still watching. Still waiting for you to slip up. But don't worry. If you do, I'll be right here to correct you again. You seem to enjoy that, don't you? I wonder what's going through your mind right now. Are you thinking about what happens if you mess up again? Are you imagining what I might say? What I might do? Or are you just trying to focus on the sound of my voice, letting it guide you, calm you, keep you in line? You know, I really do enjoy this. Watching you work, watching you try so hard to impress me. It's flattering. But let's not get too distracted, You still have work to finish, and I'm not going to let you leave until every last thing is done to my satisfaction. You know that, don't you? Oh, and before I forget, you should know that I don't tolerate excuses. So if you even think about trying to explain away another mistake, don't bother. I've heard them all before. And trust me, none of them will work on me. So, let's keep going. I want you to show me just how capable you are. I want to see that drive, that determination. I know it's in there, hiding just beneath the surface. You just need the right Push. Now focus. Every little detail needs to be perfect. Remember, I'm not just watching your work. I'm watching you. I can see how hard you're trying, how much effort you're putting in. And I appreciate it. I really do. But don't think for a second that I'll go easy on you because of it. I like seeing you squirm. I like seeing you on edge, wondering if you've done enough to please me. It's exciting, isn't it? Knowing that everything you do is being judged by me. You don't want to disappoint me, do you? Good. Now, let's keep going. You're almost done. Almost there. But don't rush it. I want to see you put everything you have into this. I want to see you give me your absolute best. No pressure, right? You're doing better this time. Much better. I'm impressed. Maybe you're finally starting to understand what I expect from you. Maybe you're finally realizing that the only way to succeed is to do things my way. That's right. Just like that. You're starting to catch on now. You're learning how to follow orders. You're learning how to be obedient. But don't get too comfortable just yet. We still have a little more to go, and I expect you to keep up this level of performance until the very end. Understand? Good. Now let's talk about something else for a moment. I've noticed that you've been distracted lately. Your mind hasn't been entirely on your work, has it? Oh, don't try to deny it. I can tell. You've been thinking about me, haven't you? About this moment. About what it would be like to be alone with me. Just like this. I can see it in your eyes. That little hint of excitement. That nervous tension. You're wondering what's going to happen next, aren't you? Well, I guess you'll just have to wait and see. Now back to work. I'm not going to let you off the hook just because you're daydreaming about me. You still have things to finish, and I expect you to focus. Oh, and one more thing. I don't want to hear any more excuses from you. If you mess up again, I'll know it's because you weren't paying attention, and that would be very disappointing. But I have faith in you. I know you can do better. You've shown me that you're capable of following orders. You've shown me that you want to please me. And I'm sure you don't want to let me down now, do you? Good. Now finish what you've started. I'm watching, and I'm waiting to see if you can finally get it right. You're almost there. I can see you're really trying now. Your hands aren't shaking as much, and your focus is sharp. That's exactly what I wanted from you. But you're not done yet. No. You still have a little more to go, and I expect you to keep up this level of effort until the very end. After all, you wouldn't want to leave anything unfinished, would you? That would be very careless, and we wouldn't want that now, would we? No, I didn't think so. Now let's finish this. You're so close. I can almost taste it. But remember, I'm not going to let you off the hook until everything is absolutely perfect. You know that, don't you? Good. Now, let's see if you can finally impress me. Let's see if you can finish strong. I'm watching every move you make, every little detail, and I expect nothing less than perfection from you. No pressure, right? Oh, you're doing so well. I'm proud of you. But don't get too comfortable. We still have a little more to go. Now, listen carefully. I want you to take a deep breath. Let all that tension melt away. You've been working so hard for me, and I can see how much effort you've put in. But now, I want you to relax. You've done enough. You've impressed me. You've shown me that you can follow orders, that you can be obedient. And for that, I think you deserve a reward, don't you? Oh, I knew you'd like that. Before we get to that, I need to make sure you've really learned your lesson. I need to make sure you understand exactly what I expect from you. So, tell me, do you think you've done enough to please me? I'm not so sure. Maybe you'll have to show me a little more. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. We have all the time in the world. And I'm going to make sure you get everything just right before we leave. I can see you're getting nervous again. That's good. I like it when you're a little on edge. It makes things more exciting, don't you think? Now let's finish this. I want you to show me that you can be perfect. Just for me, I'm waiting. There. You've done it. You've finally finished. I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you. But you've surprised me. You've shown me that you're capable of following orders, of doing things exactly the way I want them done. And for that, I think you've earned a little something special, don't you? Oh, don't get too excited. I'm not that easy to please. But you've done well tonight. And for that, I'll let you off the hook this time. But remember, next time, I'll be expecting even more from you. You've set the bar high now, and I'm going to make sure you keep improving. After all, you wouldn't want to disappoint me again, would you? Go home, rest up, and when you come back tomorrow, be ready to work even harder for me. Because I'm not done with you yet. Not by a long shot.